I took a Lyft Monday last. I mistakenly left my phone in the car. I contacted them when I could. They took their time getting back to me. The Lyft driver never responded to them. Then they basically said the same thing multiple times. They tried. There was nothing they could do. They get back with me, and they gave me the link back to them multiple times, and I never got the phone back. Well, not this past Monday, but the Monday before, I took a Lyft from this eyeglasses place to a Walmart. I left my cracked phone in the car. Then I realized that, and I panicked, and I got someone who was a Walmart worker. She actually let me use her phone, but unfortunately, she didn't let me install the app until the 11th hour, and I got someone from some other service who said she'd call back. She never did. And I guess I emailed Lyft, and they never got back to me. Then I installed it. Maybe then I emailed them. But anyway, then I wound up taking another Lyft only because I had to home. And then they finally got back to me, and back and forth emails. And the gist of it was the same thing again and again and again. Go to this page. Time I went to that page, it was the next day like an idiot. I couldn't contact her. It was 20 because it was more than 24 hours. But the email service, well, it was already emailed service. So I did it a few times, and two people basically said the same thing. Go to this page where you've already been. We reached out a few times to her. She hasn't responded. We can't make her. She's an independent contractor. We don't cover any sort of insurance for the item. We'll be in touch if she responds. Now go away. And so I didn't like that. And so I posted in various places. And then I also went on the Better Business Bureau. And then they sent me an email recently, a couple of days ago, with an escalation person who said the same thing. And I responded, and I haven't gotten anything back. And I'm sure it's posted there. I responded because it was a complaint. I responded with, that's not the point. You never answered my question as to whether you're still going to employ this person and pay her, when she's obviously not even decent enough to say, no, I don't have your broken phone that no one would want. And he gave me the same link so I could email the same people so he could tell me the same thing. That made me angry. So I probably have no recourse, but I'm tired of being messed around by people like that. Well, to hopefully have what I'd really like is my phone back, but that's probably not going to happen. But I'd like her to get fired, and I'd like there to be some decent service. I've never had such awful service by so many companies in this past year. Plus, you'd think it'd be the opposite way. Awful service by multiple companies. And I'm getting tired of it, frankly. And I'd like to do something about it, even though I'm a peon who doesn't have any money, except enough to pay them for a ride. Well, two things come directly to mind. One, of course, having the decency to say, no, I don't have the phone, or yes, I do. But also, a few days before that, I was somewhere else, and I must have gotten up for 5 seconds, and then they told me that I wasn't there for the Lyft person, and they have to order another, and I'm like, what? So it seemed as though the Lyft person didn't stop and ask anything, just, oh, he's not there, zoom. I'll get paid for that, and I'll go into the next fare. And that irritated me as well. I had to wait for the next one, and I sat there the whole time, and I finally got them. Common sense, decent service. They don't have to care, so they don't, apparently. Well, yeah, get me back my phone, and or have her, like an adult, tell me if the phone disappeared, if she still has to give it back to me. And, for them to just be honest and not give me the same form letter nonsense and tell me, human being to human being, what happened with my phone? Is she facing any consequences? Some sort of an apology, anything, not just the same thing again and again from 3 different people with the same link. So what's the point of going to the same link to go back to the same people? Why are they even giving me that? It's a slap in the face. I'm not as stupid as I look, I promise. Well, don't take a Lyft unless you have to. Don't lose your phone. And like 5 minutes before, I looked at it and I said, I better keep that. And I brought it closer to me, and I forgot it anyway. And if you do lose your phone immediately, go on and try to contact the person, because after 24 hours you can't contact the person. And just don't use them unless you absolutely have to.